The Capex versus Opex decision for funding assets depends upon various parameters. For example, whether the asset is a core or a non-core asset, what is the length of useful economic life, what is the risk of technological obsolescence, and what is the quantum of capital commitment. The Indian airline industry is an interesting example. An aircraft is a core asset for the industry, yet the high quantum of capital commitment warrants a Capex versus Opex deliberation. While some players like Air India and Jet Airways have lent towards owning more aircraft, other airline companies like Indigo or SpiceJet have largely leased them. Today, when the industry is significantly adversely impacted due to COVID-19, high fluctuations in jet fuel prices and high competition, Air India, which is supported by the government as it is a public sector undertaking, and Jet, which is under insolvency, are bogged down by huge debt, whereas Indigo and SpiceJet on the other hand are sitting on comfortable liquidity, which is helping them bide the current of times. In fact, Indigo recently announced plans to cancel its leases of older generation aircraft and move to Airbus A320neo, which is the most fuel efficient aircraft in the world. The Capex versus Opex decision worked in favor of Indigo's from the perspective of enjoying flexibility to upgrade the asset at relatively lower cost. On the flip side, there are situations where Capex is the only option, irrespective of the costs or the inflexibilities associated. The defense forces of no country can rely on leased tanks or warships, for example. Imagine what would happen if the lessers country sided with your foe and declines to supply you spares or technical know-how when you need them most.